Hello and welcome to Board Game TV, and we're playing Marvel Champions Rise of the Red Skull, and we are finally here at the Red Skull. Okay, so it says you have liberated Zola's island and disarmed the Mad Doctor, but the reality gem still eludes you. You learn from Zola that the gem resides with the true mastermind behind Hydra's ascendancy, the brilliant and nefarious Red Skull. The villain has taken up residence in Washington, D.C. and transformed the White House into his personal fortress. But Red Skull's ambition for conquest is not in with the USA. He plans to bind every nation under Hydra rule with the power of the reality gem. His scientists work around the clock to make the necessary modifications to Zola's machine. Once completed, Red Skull will use the reality gem to conquer the whole world. If that happens, nobody will be safe from the types of atrocities you witness in Zola's labs. You cannot allow this to happen. You must defeat the Red Skull and use the reality gem to set things right. Honestly, they should have went with the Cosmic Cube. That would have been more comic related. I guess maybe old school comic fans will know what I'm talking about. Okay, so tells you what cards to use: the Red Skull set, the Hydra Assault set, the Hydra Patrol, and the Standard set, which you have to have the core set to get. So you cannot play this on its own. Okay. This has some variations, and I'm going to go over them. It says the setup instructions on the Rise of the Red Skull 1A scheme instructs the players to create the side scheme deck. To do this, search the encounter deck for each side scheme and shuffle them together into their own deck. This is the side scheme deck. Set it next to the main scheme deck. The side scheme deck has its own discard pile. When a side scheme is defeated or otherwise discarded, place it in the side scheme discard pile. If the side scheme deck is ever empty, shuffle the side scheme discard pile into the side scheme deck. There is no penalty for doing this. And I've done that. I've got a side scheme deck right here. I took all the side schemes out. So I guess it's so you can't like pass them up when you take cards off the encounter deck and stuff like that for boost and stuff like that. So who knows? Alright, we have the normal setup. Now if you were playing the campaign, you would place X threat counters on the main scheme, where X is the number of delay counters recorded in the campaign log. And remember that I think that delay was from the Absorbing Man one thing like that. So you could put a lot of threat on there. And in victories, as Hydra is defeated. Okay, and you get, of course, a little comic book, and then you get a wrap-up little story here, and then you get, they have some expert campaign cards you can put instead of the basic ones, and it goes over how to play expert campaign. So I'm using Captain America again. You can't not fight the Red Skull and not have Captain America. So Steve Rogers, recovery 3, hand size 6, hit points 11. Reduce the cost of the first ally played each round by 1. Set up, search your deck and discard pile for Captain America's shield upgrade and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck, which we'll do. And then Captain America is 2, 2, and 2. I can do this all day. Discard 1 card from your hand. Ready, Captain America. And hand size of 5 there. For the second hero, I have decided to play Doctor Strange. I have never played him, so I don't know how he goes. He was the last one that I think I got before the Rise of the Red Skull expansion. And he has an interesting little dichotomy here. He has 10 hit points. He has 3 recovery. Stephen Strange begins the game with an innovation deck. Okay, I'll go over that in a second. Natural talent, action. Discard the top card of the invocation deck. Limit 1 per phase. Hand size of 6. And then on his opposite side is Doctor Strange, 2, 1, and 2. Action. Exhaust Doctor Strange and pay the cost of the top card of the invocation deck. Resolve the spell ability on that card. Okay. So one lets you go through it, and one lets you use it. And he has a hand size of 5. So there's these cards, and I'm going to show you the little bottom. It's invocation. It doesn't go in the regular deck, even though they're not on vacuum. And I don't know, there's about 4 or 5. And you basically shuffle them up, put them face down, and then you flip over the top card of the deck. And then it's just kind of like any other card. but they're powerful. Now, when you use it, it just goes into a discard pile, and then you flip to the next one. If you use them all and they go into a discard pile, you get to reshuffle with no penalty and put them back right here and go over again. And the top one I have is the Crimson Bands of Sidorak, and it's a special. Stun an enemy and deal 7 damage to it. Place this card in the invocation discard deck pile. So he may be kind of powerful. I don't know. Let's go over the Red Skull. He has 24 hit points. 2 scheme, 0 attack. It says Red Skull gets +1 attack for each side scheme in play. Well, right now we just have 1 side scheme in play. Okay, so I'm assuming they'll come out. Freedom is only for the one who rules. All others must be slaves. Typical Red Skull. I love that over the top evil. Okay, so we have the Rise of the Red Skull. It tells you what to put in here. It says setup. Put the red house into play, which I have done. Shuffle every other side scheme into the side scheme deck and set it next to the encounter deck. Set the sleeper aside out of play. And there's the sleeper right up there. And then we flip this. And we have 8, so we'll have 16. Red Skull plans to conquer the world with the power of the Reality Stone. He uses his strange strategic genius to keep you busy while he works towards his goal. Force response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side schemes deck and put it into play. Okay, so it's gonna be bad. Nothing starts here, but you get 1 each round. Red House. Red Skull built his fortress over the White House as a symbol of Hydra's conquest over America. Red Skull cannot take damage. When a character thwarts this side scheme, they may use their attack instead of their thwart. That's pretty cool. And it starts with 6 for 3 per hero. So we want to try to get that out of the way before we even can touch the Red Skull. And we know we're going to be inundated with side schemes. So, get cap shield, put it in my hand. So, there we go. I do not expect to win this. I've lost 3 in a row. And some quite badly, I might add. So, it's because I don't know how to play this game worth a flip, apparently. But, you know, hey, we'll keep trying. So, alright, so let's go ahead and start with Steve. We'll get my stuff here. That is 6. So I have Shield Toss, Quinjet. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pay for this and put the shield into play. Let's do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 2 here. Put Wonder Man into play. Then I have Fearless Determination. Both events to the end of the phase. Draw 1 card. Attack. Discard X cards from your hand. Deal 4 damage to X enemies. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip Captain America, of course. And I think I'm going to play this. I'll get +1 thwart until the end of the phase, and I get to draw a card. I'll do that. Okay. So, Alright, so that'll give me 3 thwart. And I got a way to do this. What I want to do is I'm going to spin, because I have 3 thwart until the end of the phase. So I'm going to thwart 3 on the red house. And then I'm going to spin, I'm going to do his thing. Action, discard 1 card from your hand. I'm going to discard this. Ready Captain America. And then I'm going to use him again. And that's the 6. And so the red house is done. So this has been taken out. So that's pretty good. Discard pile there. Okay. So that leaves with there, and I think I'll discard Shield Toss and use Wonder Man, and we're going to do 3 damage to the Red Skull. That's the end of Captain America's turn. And now we come here to Dr. Stephen Strange. Let's just go ahead and draw my 6 cards. Okay, let's see what I have. I have Avengers Mansion, Mystical Study. Search your deck and discard pile for a Doctor Strange card and add it to your hand. Iron Fist, that looks pretty good. 2 Mystic Counters. When Iron Fist attacks an enemy, move 1 Mystic Counter from him, stun the enemy, and deal 1 damage to it. Ah, that's pretty good. Warning, when a hero would take any amount of damage, removes that. That's pretty good. And Med Team. Well, I know what the Med Team is. Okay, so this is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to flip Strange. It's going to cost 2. I'm going to pay that. And this. And I'm going to do this. Stun an enemy and deal 7 damage to it, and then place this on the discard pile. So I'm going to stun the Red Skull. And I want to do 7 damage to him. I'm just going to put him at 14. And then I'll flip this over. Images, confuse a villain, remove 4 threat from the scheme. It's not too bad. Of course, he's exhausted because I had to exhaust him, so I don't get to do anything else. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pay all the other cards, and I want to put Iron Fist in play, and he enters play with 2 Mystic Counters on him, and I think I'm going to have him attack, so he'll take Consequential, and he's going to do 2 damage, so we'll reduce Red Skull to 12. And unfortunately, though, he's already got a stun on him, but I will deal 1 damage to him, and I'll remove a counter. Okay, and that's it for everybody. It's ready, everybody. Okay, so I think we did good on that. So let's see what we have to do. Now, of course, we have to put Alright, this sleeper guys, put him out of the way real quick. Alright, so we have to put 2 threat. Alright, after resolving the first step, one of the reveal the top card of the side scheme. So we have to put in the top card of the side scheme. And this is prison camps. Under Hydra's rule, families are separated and incarcerated without due process. When defeated, the player who defeated the scheme searches their deck and discard pile for an ally, puts it into play, and shuffles their deck. Okay, so it's going to start out with 6. And of course it boosts every round. Now Red Skull will attack Captain America. However, he cannot attack. He is stunned. So now he will attack Doctor Strange. And he will attack for 3. Put Doctor Strange 7. Okay. Now for the encounter card, Captain America's encounter card, Hydra Soldier. While this minion is engaged with you, you cannot attack the villain. Okay. And then Doctor Strange, we have Assault. The villain attacks you. Okay. So again, he will attack, and again he does 3. Alright. And now Doctor Strange will be the first player. Okay, so let me draw my hand. Bad. Okay, this Magic Blast actually looks pretty good. I got a lot of stuff there. Huh. Okay, I'm going to play Momentum Shift. I'm going to use one of these. And it lets me heal 2 damage from your hero and deal 2 damage to an enemy. So let's do that. Let's heal first. And that puts Red Skull down to 9. Okay. And then Magic Blast. I think I'm going to do that. So I want to pay 3 for Magic Blast. And that says deal 5 damage to an enemy. Which again, I'm going to pop the Red Skull. Put him down to 4. And then I have to draw a card. And that resource is a brain. It says stun that enemy. So Red Skull is stunned. And then I think what I will do is I will thwart this scheme right here, which will put it down to 3. Sorry, 4. That's 6. Okay. So there's him. Iron Fist here. Iron Fist will attack the Hydra Soldier. And then I'm going to use the counter thing again. Well, no. Hydra Fist will attack. You know what? Screw it. I will attack the Hydra Soldier. I will do 2 damage to it. Then he will be stunned. And of course I do an extra damage to it. So there, just 3. So I think. And then I have to take, of course, consequential damage. And there we go. Okay, Captain America here. Okay. Well, I'm going to go for Shield Toss. So I'm going to discard this card only for one enemy. Actually, I'll discard 2 cards, do 4 damage to 2 enemies, which will get rid of the Hydra Soldier. I have to gain an encounter card though for that. And that will hit the Red Skull, which will take him down. And beat him. Let's see what he says here. He gets one revealed each player an encounter card. Okay. Alright, and he will have 32 hit points. Okay. And I think with Captain America, I'm going to thwart for 2. Take 2 off of that. And I will have Wonder Man. I have to discard a card to do that. So let's do that. Let's take consequential damage. So he's exhausted. He's exhausted. And I will do a 3 damage to the Red Skull. Which will put him at 29. Okay, so I think even though we're fixing to get popped with a bunch of encounter cards, I think so far we're not doing that terrible. We've already beaten him once. Man, a couple good pops, and we can do it again. Okay, so let's start with some threat here, and of course we have to put an extra one there. Okay, and then the Red Skull would attack Doctor Strange. However, he is stunned, so he will not attack Doctor Strange. Oh, wait a minute. We have to do this next side scheme. Sorry. Hydra reinforcements. When defeated, the player who defeated this scheme discards a non-elite minion. Okay. And it's going to get 4 threat. Let's put that there. And it's going to cause an encounter card every phase. So, boy, we're fixing to get a buttload of encounter cards. Okay, Red Skull will attack Doctor Strange. No, he won't. He's stunned. Now he will attack Captain America. And let me ready everybody. Forgot about that. So right now he has 1 attack. He gets +1 for each side scheme in play. So he has 3 attack. And then number 2 is 5. I think I'm going to exhaust his shield and use shield block to prevent that damage. Okay, then we have an encounter card for Doctor Strange, and of course we're going to have an encounter card regular, and then another one because of this. I believe it's only 1. Okay, only Doctor Strange is going to get the second one. So let's go with Doctor Strange. And here we go. This is going to be tough right here, man. This is going to be... Oof. Okay, first one. He schemes. Okay. 3. Attached to Red Skull. Okay, he gets his weapon. So he schemes for 3. Okay. Next one. Incite 1. Attached to a side scheme. When defeated, deal the first player an encounter card. Okay. It says I can attach to any side scheme, so I guess I'll attach it to this one. And we have an incite. Next up. Again. Well, okay. And then here we have Hydro Exo Soldier. He has toughness, so we'll put him there. Okay. Captain America, Infinite Power. Give Red Skull a tough card status. Red Skull attacks you. Okay. Alright, so he gets 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I took a wallop on that. Man, put me down. Hydra Soldier. Damn it. Shadow of the Past. Okay. Well, my nemesis is Baron Zemo. So he's coming into play. He quick strikes me. Well, he's engaged with me. You cannot thwart. So he did that. Now, let me put his cards in the deck. Well, let's do this last one here. Hail Hydra. When revealed, each Hydra minion engaged with a hero makes an attack against that hero. Each player who was not attacked this way searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Hydra minion, puts it in play. Well, that's not going to happen. We are each have a Hydra minion. Alright. So, we'll defend with Captain America. And I've been forgetting that Captain America has Retaliate. Why, I don't know. So, let me see. That's 20. He should be at 27. Okay. The Hydra Soldier will attack, defend, but retaliate. So, okay, he attacks for 2. Okay. Now let me put the stuff back in there, and we'll go back to our heroes. Okay, geez. Well, I'm gonna pay 2 cost here. And I'll put Squirrel Girl into play. It says after Squirrel Girl enters play, deal 1 damage to each enemy. Okay, well that's pretty good because I'm gonna pop him. This takes the toughness off of the Exo Soldier, and this takes the toughness off of Red Skull. So that was actually pretty helpful. And let's see here. I can ready Captain America if I discard this card, which I will do. So let's see here. I got plenty of stuff I might can do here. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Captain America thwart for 2 and finish this prison camp side scheme. The player put an ally and puts it into play. So this is gone. Searches their deck and discard pile for an ally. We'll start with the discard pile. Okay. Let's go with my deck. Okay. And that will include Agent 13. And when Agent 13 enters play, remove 2 threat from a scheme. So I'm going to remove 2 threat from this scheme. Okay, so that was Captain America. And what I want to do with Agent 13 of course I have to get an encounter card because I defeated that scheme. Okay, Agent 13 is going to thwart for 2. And I did that on that one, yeah. Did that for that. And then I'm going to have okay. I have to do this out of order. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have Wonder Man attack Zemo. And Squirrel Girl attack Zemo. Then I would have thwarted and then got Agent 13 and everything, because I can't thwart with Zemo there. So I did all that. Zemo has been defeated. However, Wonder Man has now got to go. She gets one of these. And there we go. Alright. Strange. Alright, let's see what I have here. Wong. I think I'm going to play Wong, actually. So it's going to cost me 3 to play Wong. And I'm going to put Wong into play. And then I'm going to play this right here. Confuse the villain and remove 4 threat from a scheme. Place this card in the invocation deck. Okay. So I'm going to confuse Red Skull so he won't be able to thwart our scheme. And I will move 4 from that. And then Iron Fist will actually attack, but he's going to attack this Hydra soldier here and get rid of that guy. But that is the end of Iron Fist. Then Wong, I will have him attack the Hydra Exo soldier. Take that. And Doctor Strange will thwart. No, do that out of order. Doctor Strange will first thwart this. And I have to get an encounter card. And that lets me get rid of a non-elite minion, which I can get rid of this guy. So Wong can then attack the Red Skull. And bring him down. Then of course I have the top card of the invocation deck. Choose a status card, place a status card. Doesn't cost me anything to pay for that. Okay, I'm actually going to do this. Replace that with a different places card. Okay, I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to play Stunned instead of Confused with him. Actually might work out. And then here, wins of what? God dog. Okay, draw 3 cards. Doesn't cost me anything to do this stuff, so I'll do that. Then I have. Okay, I'm actually going to pay the cost of this, and it says give up to 3 characters each a tough status card and then place this in the pile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Doctor Strange a tough status card, Captain America a tough status card, and 3, 2, 3. How about Wong? A tough status card. And then I'm going to shuffle this. Okay, I screwed up. Now you have to exhaust him to be able to do that. So the last time I was able to do it was this right here. So I got to remove all the tough status from all the heroes. They don't have tough status. I put the cards back that I had drew from the other thing, and I go put the confused back on him. So everything is back how it was. I just undid the invocation deck stuff that I did. Okay, that seems to be the end. So I can unexhaust everybody. I have a counter card and counter card. Let's go ahead and put 2 threat on there. We have to do a side scheme, and this is Mass Chaos. When revealed, each player discards the top 5 cards of their deck and places 1 threat here for each different type of resource discarded this way. Wow. And then we cannot do the main scheme until we defeat this. Alright, so let's start. Okay. Brain. I'm getting lucky. Bolt. Alright, so that's 3 threat for him. That one, 2, 3. Okay, so it's 6. Sixth threat on there. Okay, now the Red Skull will attack. He has 1, 2, 3. He has 3 attack. 6 attack. Okay. Wow. That's not pretty good. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to give up somebody here. And I think I'll give up Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl's going to have to bite the bullet there. And then he's going to attack Strange. Boost. If you are in hero form, the villain attacks you after his avocation. Do not deal any boost cards for that attack. Okay, so he would deal 4 damage to me. Which I'm going to have to give up long. Take that. Then he would attack me again. And I'd defend. And take much damage. Okay. Now we do encounter cards. So we have the villain schemes. Okay, he can't scheme because he's confused. The villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. Okay, the only one who is engaged with me is the Red Skull, so he would attack. Okay, and so Agent 13 has just got to take that damage and be gone. Alright. Strange, he gains Retaliate 1. Okay. And discard an upgrade or support you control. No cards were discarded this way gain Surge. Okay. Here we go. Hydra Regular. This card's revealed. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. Alright. So now we have heroes. Okay. So it's Doctor Strange. Alright. I think I'm going to play Momentum Shift, which is a protection, so it cost me 2. That's worth 2. And it lets me heal 2 damage, which I will. And I will do 2 damage. Take this guy out. Okay. And then let's see what else I have. I'm actually going to flip Doctor Strange. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I got something I might can do with him. I don't want to play Desperate Defense. I could play it or flip him. I need to get rid of this card. Yeah. I tell you what, I'm going to play this and Desperate Defend. Okay, that's it for him. Captain America here. Okay, make the call. Falcon. That's too much. Wonder Man. Okay, I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna play this event. I get +1 and then draw a card. And I'm gonna make the call. And I'm gonna pay to 3. Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to pay 3. And put Mockingbird into play. And I think with Mockingbird, she stuns the Red Skull. So he's stunned. And then I get +1 thwart. So I'm going to thwart for 3 on this. And then I'm going to have her attack. Red Skull. Kind of hit a lull. There's not much I can do. You know, I mean, there's just not much. Not much I can do. So yeah, okay, that's going to be it. So let's put. See, we have 2, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna have 10, 11 on Rise of the Red Skull. Okay. Now, Red Skull would attack Doctor Strange. However, that is not going to happen because he has the stunned. Then Red Skull would attack Captain America. And in an undefended attack, discard a support card you control. Well, I don't have one. However, Mockingbird is going to take the brunt of the damage, so Mockingbird is out. Alright, and then Doctor Strange will get an encounter card, Bitter Rival. Exhaust a character you control for each side scheme in play. There's only one. Well, then Doctor Strange is going to have to exhaust. And then Captain America, we have this guy right here. That was actually not that bad around. That kind of helped. That was actually, that gives me a chance now. So, fortunately, Doctor Strange is exhausted, but okay. Okay, so with Captain America, Drew's hand, and we have some good cards here, and I think I'm gonna play 3 for Heroic Strike, and I did play with one of these resources. So I'm gonna deal 6 damage to Red Skull. And I'm going to stun him for that. Then I am going to thwart 2 here. And that's it. Now, Doctor Strange here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Brother Voodoo. So, this is 2, and he's a protection guy. This is 1, that's 3. So I'm going to put out Brother Voodoo. And it says, after Brother Voodoo enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an event card and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Okay. And, well, I got an event card right here, Momentum Shift. And I'm going to actually play Momentum Shift. And I'm going to heal 2 damage and deal 2 damage to an enemy. So, 6. And deal 2 damage to the Red Skull. And then Brother Voodoo, I think, will thwart this mass chaos and get rid of that. And he has to take, for some reason, he has to take 2 damage there. He's exhausted. And then that's it, so I can exhaust everybody. Alright, so let's go ahead and put 2 threat here. Oops. $10, $13, and then we have to, of course, this, and this is Censor the Past. Hydra controls all media outlets and uses propaganda to turn the masses against the heroes of the past. Okay. When defeated, each player chooses up to 3 cards in their discard pile and shuffles them into their deck. And it's going to have 6 there. So there you go. Okay, Red Skull. He will attack Captain America, but he won't because he is stunned. And he will attack Doctor Strange. Well, this guy will attack Captain America. Captain America will defend. And we have Retaliate. So we take the toughness card off of him. Then he'll attack Doctor Strange. If you are a hero form, the villain attacks you after his abdication. Do not deal any boost cards for that. Okay. So he's going to attack. Brother Voodoo's just going to have to eat that and go. And then he will attack again. And he has 2, 3 attack, and I'll take the damage. Okay. And then we have an encounter card. We have, okay, attach the Red Skull. When Red Skull activates, give an additional boost card for each side scheme in play. Then discard this card. Okay. And then Red Skull, Hydra Soldier. You cannot attack the villain. Okay. Alright. So here we go. Let's see. Ugh, some good cards here. Boy, these are terrible cards. Alright. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to pay, and put Med Team in play. And it starts with 3 counters. Now actually, let's see here. Think what I might do, excuse me, is use it to heal Captain America. That's what I'll do. And then for Doctor Strange, well, let's see here. I'll do 2. I'll exhaust him and pay for this. and there's no thing in there, so draw 3 cards. Alright. Okay. It's Captain America's turn. Okay. I'm going to pay 3 and do another heroic strike. And I did use a brain resource, so I do get to stun the enemy. So I will stun Red Skull. And he will take 6 damage. And he's down to 10. And then that is it. I can't do anything else. Captain America. I can discard Hawkeye, actually. And ready Captain America. And I think I will do 2 more damage to the Red Skull. So I'm going for broke here. Red Skull is at 8 hit points. And I was going to flip Doctor Strange. Also, I should have did that because he needs to recover. So, we flip Doctor Strange. And I think, you know what? I think what I actually may do is I actually may flip Steve. I think I'll do that. Okay, so they're flipped. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how much we have. 10. So we're gonna complete the Rise of the Red Skull 1B. So we have 2A now. It says the Red Skull is one step closer to unlocking the full power of the Infinity Stone. You need to stop him before he does, and all reality is bent to his evil will. Reveal the top card of the side scheme deck and put it into play. Alright, so we have Sleeper Awakened. The scheme cannot leave play while the sleeper is in play. Put the sleeper in play, engage with the first player. When the sleeper is defeated, remove this card from the game. Okay. And he's engaged with Doctor Strange. He guard, retaliate 1 in toughness. When revealed, the first engages for... Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, New World Hydra. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, reveal the top card of the side scheme and put it into play. If this scheme is completed, the players lose the game. Okay, so it's going to start out with 2. Okay. And then we have to put another one of these into play, I think. Okay, so I had to reshuffle the side scheme deck, and I got prison camps again. So that's going to have 6 thread on it. Okay. Now, Red Skull, he's going to scheme. He'll have 4 scheme. So this is 6 there. Oh wait, I forgot to boost. Yeah. Give Red Skull a tough status card. Okay. So I was 7. Alright. Then we accelerate. No, we did that for the other thing. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, that was after step 1. So yeah, that's not going to do that. Alright, so he is going to scheme 2. He's going to scheme. We got 2 there. So it's going to be another 4. Alright. And then we have some encounter cards we got to do. So Doctor Strange, Spreading Lies. When revealed, place 2 threat on each scheme in play. It's pretty terrible. Well, that doesn't get anything. And he should have got... That was what, for how many? Side scheme in play. So he should have got 3 more boost cards when he schemed. It says none. I don't know why I have that there. There's 1, 3. So each, so this is going to get 3 more scheme. So we'll do another 5 and 1. Okay. Jeez. Alright, woof. And now we go to Steve. Okay. Wow. Okay, now I have to, because I'm going to run out of cards, I have to give myself an encounter card for each guy, and then I'm going to have to shuffle my deck and figure that out. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to the end game here. First thing I want to do is I'm going to do discard the top card of the invocation deck. I'm not keen on this one, so let's go ahead and just do that. Okay, and that's give up to 3 characters each a tough status card. Okay. Now I'm gonna flip Strange, and I'm gonna use the med team, and I'm gonna heal 2 damage on Doctor Strange. That puts him back up to 5. So we exhausted that, and then I think I'm gonna play Night Nurse, or use Night Nurse to give me magical enhancements. Your hero gets +1 thwart, attack, and defense. When the round ends, discard magical enhancements. And then I'm going to play these. Well, before I do that, I'm going to attack Doctor Strange, the sleeper. Ooh, no, that guy's 5 plus here. He's 10 hit points. Okay, no. Take that back. I'm gonna pay, and I'm gonna do Magic Blast. I'm gonna deal 5 damage to this Hydra soldier. That's done. And I gotta get an encounter card, and then I think I have to see what I get. It's a star. All the above. Well, because I can't attack the Red Skull, but I will attack him. Get the toughness card off of him. He retaliates against me for 1. Puts me down to 4. And that's it. Actually, yeah. That's not going to help. Then this goes out of the... I kind of blew that. I screwed that up probably. Oh man, did I screw that up. Oh boy. Alright, let me think about what I want to do with Captain America. I got a good hand here. I got Heroic Strike. As a matter of fact, I think I can win. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play this. I get 1 thwart and I draw 1 card. So let's do that. Shield toss. Okay. Now, I'm going to flip here and I'm going to attack Red Skull. It takes tough out. And then I think I'm going to play Heroic Strike. And I do have a brain. It's 1, 2, 3. And I will deal 6 damage to him, which puts him down to 2. And then I can do shield toss, 1 enemy, and that defeats the Red Skull. Of course, he did retaliate on me, so there is that. Huh. And we won. Holy cow, we won. We beat the Red Skull. Wow. Okay, so I'd like to say a few words about the Rise of the Red Skull expansion and Marvel Champions in general. First of all, Marvel Champions I really do like. I'm not that good at it, but this is my first foray into living card games. And I use the pre-built decks and don't try to get creative and all that stuff with any of them. I probably just need to play more. I know I probably made a few mistakes over these past couple games. May have missed a few things here or there. But overall, this game seems fairly difficult to me. I can't imagine ever beating it on expert mode, and maybe I just need to spend a couple days just playing through all the villains with a whole bunch of different heroes and experimenting and getting good at this game. I like it, but I'm not that good at it. There's other games, as you've seen some of my other playthroughs, and I'm pretty good at it. But this one I'm just not as good. I lose a lot more than I win. And I don't see strategies as probably as I should. We won 2 out of the 5. And we beat the first one and the last one and got beat by the middle 3. And I may have made a mistake on the Red Skull along the line, which would have cost me the game that I may have missed. I don't think I did, though, but oh well. As far as the expansion goes, first of all, I don't like the fact that they make you use several cards from the core set. So if you don't have the core set, you cannot use this expansion. And honestly, I don't think it should be like that. I think it should be everything you need can come with the expansion. What if the core set was just unavailable or low stock, too pricey, or you just didn't want to get the core set? You like the hero packs, I don't know, and you're waiting for a big expansion to come out and change up some cards, and you start with this, and you get the cards. I don't know. I think they could have just put in, you could have had 20 to 25 more cards added to this set, and you could have had everything you needed, and charge $5 to $10 more, and you'd have been fine. Although I didn't play through the whole entire campaign aspect of it, I liked the idea of the campaign aspect, and I thought there were some things that were done well, like the delay counter from the one scenario carrying over 3 scenarios later, rescuing allies and being able to keep them in your deck, gadgets you'd be able to keep in your deck, stuff like that. But I think since this was their first campaign, I think they could have smoothed it out a lot better. They've done campaigns for other living card games. I know this one doesn't have any. This was their first campaign for Marvel Champions, but they've done campaigns before for other card games. The rules weren't that clear on some things either. They could have just cleared things up a little bit better and made it a little smoother. I do like it, though. But I also like the fact that you can play each villain without having to do a campaign. So one day, if you just want to fight the Red Skull, hey, here you go. Let me grab a couple heroes and play against the Red Skull. As far as the heroes go, I liked Hawkeye, and I thought Spider-Woman was okay. I liked the idea of Hawkeye and his arrows, and he can't be hit with retaliate because he's shooting and all that kind of stuff. As far as the other heroes that I got in between the last playthroughs from the core set to now, which would be Black Widow, Doctor Strange, and the Hulk, I really like Doctor Strange. I like that deck that he's able to have. I wish there would have been more cards with it, but I think that's still pretty cool. It always gives you an extra option, and that's a nifty idea, and it differentiates him from other heroes, and you also get a real good theme from him. You feel like you're playing Doctor Strange. The Hulk, his big thing is you have to discard your cards at the end of your turn. You can't keep any cards over. He has a lot of powerhouse cards, but if you get unlucky on your draw, you're screwed. And I think he's more of a luck-based hero. There's no setting up for the next turn, which that fits the character. I mean, the brainless brute, the Hulk, you know, he's not thinking ahead or anything like that, so that actually fits the character. But I had a lot of problems with that. Now, somebody who's a lot better than me might can come along and say, I can figure out how to play him, and they can play him pretty good and use him pretty good. That's pretty cool, but yeah, I had problems with him. That's just devastating, you not being able to set up. And you got to hope that you get good cards. If not, you know, you're just not doing anything. Black Widow, I thought was okay. I like that she can, the preparation, it does make you feel like you're one step ahead, like a spy would be, able to thwart things and then, you know, counter this and counter that and prepare for that because of your surveillance and your spy stuff. So I think she's pretty decent, and I just need more practice with her. She's another one of those characters where I'm not good at the setup characters. Iron Man, Black Panther, her, you know, they require you to set up and think ahead a couple steps, and I'm not used to that from all the other card games I play, whereas you do that more in a living card game and stuff like that. But I still think she was pretty good. Overall, I would say any new Marvel Champion stuff is good Marvel Champion stuff. If you like this game, I highly recommend you get this. This was very good. You got 5 new villains. 5. And they're not lame-o villains either. They're pretty cool. Crossbones, Taskmaster, Red Skull, Zola, and Absorbing Man. And I've always liked Absorbing Man, so it's fine. Red Skull is one of the heavy hitters. He's great. Taskmaster's pretty cool. Especially with, you know, lately in the past couple of years, he's gotten a lot more. His stock's gone up, let's just say that. And it'll probably go up more once the Black Widow movie comes out. Crossbones, I always like Crossbones. And then Hawkeye and Spider-Woman are, you know, they're both S.H.I.E.L.D. type people. So I can see why they put them in there. I've always liked Jessica, Spider-Woman, so she's great with me. So Hawkeye is pretty cool as well. So you basically get the round out of the MCU Avengers with Hawkeye in here, and the Black Widow, and the Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. So if you wanted to do a movie type thing, you could do it. But yes, I highly recommend this. Next month, the Kane, the Conqueror villain pack comes out. I plan on getting that, and when I get it, I will do a playthrough of him. I've always liked Kang, so we'll see how that goes. And then I think for a little while after that, it's going to be a bunch of hero packs. Some I get, some I won't. I'll probably get Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver and Ant-Man. I don't know about the Wasp. That's not, it's not the Janet Van Dyne Wasp. It's some I don't know who. Well, it's some modern day Wasp. I know Scott Lang Ant-Man. It's not Hank Pym Ant-Man. It's Scott Lang. I'm fine with that, but I don't know who this Wasp lady is. So but yes, highly recommend Rise of Red Skull. Grab it. It adds a lot more content to the game, a lot more. So, excuse me. If you don't buy the card packs, if all you have is the core set, then this gives you 2 more heroes and 5 more villains, and it's a lot more replayability for it. So, Rise of the Red Skull, go for it. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, have fun.